Hey guys, Skittlerampage here. So today we're going to be opening up the new Funko elements and displaying them with all kinds of Funko Pops. So oh boy, do we have a lot of fun ahead of us, guys. We have the brand new Funko elements here. We got all four from Hot Topic yesterday. This does include the Earth element as well as the Lightning element. Then we have the Fire one and Power Up, because apparently Power Up is an element now. Now, if you don't know, this is a new accessory line that Funko is doing. The boxes are actually pretty unique. They're very thin. They're kind of mimicking a Funko box. They have like the effect into the like cardboard there, which is really nice. You can see it on the side. And it gives you a little explanation on the back. Now, if you're like me, you'd probably think, hey, they probably got some inspiration here from SH Figure Arts because they do a lot of these extra effect and accessory pieces too. But either way, we have them now and that's really cool. So let's go ahead and get things started by unboxing all of these and showing you exactly how these are put together. So this is element Fire here. As you can see, it says 3 pieces there. That does mean that you will have to set up 3 pieces and then kind of put them around your Funko Pop. So let's go ahead and open this up. So this is kind of what the packaging looks like. Also, if you guys are interested in any of these elements and want to grab them, I'll have links down below to several shops that have them available. Those will be affiliate links and they help me out, so thank you. Okay, so here are the flame ones. I'm sure you're already thinking of a million characters you could do this with. Zuko, Sabo, we also have Ace from One Piece, lots of flame characters, Rengoku. So here's the main piece, and then it looks like, I don't think that's a connecting piece, I thought it was, but it looks like it kind of just sits around it. So I'll kind of just set it up with the overhead view. And then a little bit later in the video, we're gonna set it up with characters too. I kind of just wanna show you each one here. So I'm assuming this is kind of how this goes. Yeah, so it has like little base pieces so it can kind of tell you where they go. So you can kind of set it up however far you want, obviously, but you know, this is kind of what it's gonna look like essentially, like wrapped around the pop. Okay, next we have Power Up, and this is probably one of my favorites given I have a huge Dragon Ball collection. We have a lot of sand, so it works perfectly with a majority of them. So same thing here, it kind of has the rivets in the box to mimic that, which is really fun. I think that's an extra added detail. Honestly, if they made these glow in the dark too, that'd be awesome. But you can also just kind of paint them yourselves to kind of, you know, do that as that extra effect. So again, same thing. This is also 3 pieces here. So here's the main piece. That is beautiful. And I already have like 3 pops in mind for this. One being that Final Flash Vegeta. I actually made a concept of it a while ago and it turned out really cool. Basically, same thing, gonna wrap around just like that. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. But seriously, one more time, can we just go over this effect detail? This thing is so cool. Next, we have the Earth element here. So this one's a little bit disappointing just because I don't really have a lot of figures that go well with this. Like I don't have a Toph pop in my collection. I got rid of my Avatar collection a little bit ago. Just decided I didn't want to collect it anymore. I still have my signed Azula though, by the voice actor, but yeah, I got rid of my Toph, so I don't have her, and that would be like the prime pop to put here. So here's the Earth element detail. This thing is really cool. Kind of like a translucent look there, and then you have rocks kind of splitting off, some dust there. And then you have your side pieces kind of doing the same thing. So this one's really awesome. I like this one. Our final element is Lightning here, and this is another really great one that can go with so many pops. I mean, you can put it with the Super Saiyan pops too, Zenitsu from Demon Slayer, Pokemon pops. So I got a couple selections here today for this one. This thing looks awesome. Imagine if they made like the Zapdos Pokemon. That would look so cool with this. That thing is amazing. This already has better effects than that Zenitsu Funimation pop. Now, if you'll notice on the smaller accessory pieces, it actually has kind of like dust clouds there, so that's a nice effect too. So now that we have everything unboxed, let's go ahead and start setting them up with pops. So I think we're gonna start things off with the Funko Flame element, and I'm gonna be behind the camera for this portion since it's just a little bit easier to kind of, you know, play with everything and mess with it. So let's go ahead and set these up for you guys. Oh, actually, I think these are swapped. I mean, really, you can do it any way you want, to be honest, but, you know, kind of set it up like that. So first here for you, I have Sabo, which I thought was going to be a really great pick for this, given he has flames at the end of his staff there. So it kind of enhances it for the Flame Emperor here. I wish it was a little bit bigger for the flame, but you can kind of see it behind if you kind of close him in it. And it just creates a nice little extra effect and scene, so I think that's great. And what's perfect about it, obviously, is you can kind of just easily swap them out. So I can just place Ace in here just fine, as long as he will stand. So yeah, Ace, And the flames go all around him, which is amazing too. And if you wanted to bring it around here, you can actually put Ace behind a flame wall, which looks really cool. Now, one final one I had in mind was Hades with the flames. I think this makes so much sense, and it kind of enhances Hades there, which is really cool. So that's awesome. Oh, and for the flame one, I completely forgot I had Jolteon, which looks so freaking cool with the flame effects around it. That's awesome. Yeah, that is so cool. So we're moving on to the Earth one now, and something I was mentioning before is I kind of wish it was like a little bit bigger, because some characters are really huge, so it blocks a lot of this detail, but it's okay. You know, it's not meant to be seen from behind, obviously, so it is what it is. So we'll set these up, kind of just like interfacing, I suppose. And the Earth one's kind of tough, because like I have like Grade 8 Vegeta here. This is obviously really big for this. Like, you can kind of set it up around him. This was one of the few pops I had that like really worked for this, you know, style and design, in my opinion anyways. But, you know, he's always stomping on the earth or doing something crazy, so it kind of enhances it, but this pop's like too big for this effect, unfortunately. Now, Gon here is rather a skinny pop at the base and just, you know, gets bigger at the top of the head there, but this kind of adds in a little bit. I think if Gon was doing like a punch, like maybe you could do the Jajan Ken one, that could work very well here, but this kind of helps too because, you know, he gets pretty explosive in this fight, so that doesn't look too bad. Like I said, I don't really have too much for the Earth one, unfortunately, but there's still a lot of uses. So as I mentioned, the powering up effect is probably my favorite of the bunch. There's really a lot you can do with this. Like, I grabbed Minato, maybe, I don't know. It kind of enhances it a little bit, but, you know, he has his own little base stand, so you know, it's really, you can put it with some, but obviously the base stand's gonna interfere a little bit with the look. Tengen here, if he didn't have this cloud, like dust cloud right there, I think it would work very well. But you could also put him with the Earth one probably, and it'd look okay. Now, of course, we gotta put our Super Saiyans here. Broly is a really great one. He's already in that powering up stance, so he looks really cool and powerful here. This is probably my prize jewel though, and my favorite, because the base stand actually blends in really well, which is nice. So I love that. And I'll definitely give you a 360 of some of these as well, just so you can see the full detail. But yeah, this works very well together, in my opinion. One of the few pops that looks excellent with it. Of course, I had to include my goat Trunks here, giving him that power up look. That thing's so freaking cool. One of my favorite Dragon Ball characters, guys. I did actually want to see if like regular pops like Ichigo, for example, could work with the powering up. I think it could. You know, there's obviously a million molds of Ichigo you could try here, but I think this one works pretty decently too. It adds to it. Now here's the lightning one. I do have Pikachu here. I kind of wish I had the Pikachu where he was in the stance rather than waving here, because this waving one just looks a little goofy with the effects around it, but you know, it's still Pikachu, so it kind of works, but like, I'm not crazy loving it. But like, you see where I, like, with characters like long ears, for example, it really blocks the effect. You'd like to be able to see at least some of it other than these front pieces, so I think they could definitely make these bigger. Now, Kizaru here was one I was kind of considering. I don't know if it crazy works. It kind of enhances it, but not a ton. It looks a little weird with him, but, you know, it was something I was thinking. Now, Kakashi Lightning Blade, though, it's literally in the name, so I think this one could enhance this a lot, kind of showing that the lightning is going crazy everywhere, you know, from his hand there. But yeah, I think that one looks pretty cool with that extra effect. Yeah, that looks nice. And then another cool electric type one would be Jolteon here. I think this works very well as well. So I used some of the elements in my display already, like the Gohan power-up, for example. The Cell works very well with the Lightning one, which if I take out Cell, then I'll probably maybe try to put them together or something. But yeah, this works very well. And then the Lightning one, I didn't even consider that it would look really good with Super Saiyan 2 Goku, not Gohan, Goku here. I think that works really well given he has the electricity all around him and it's like very prominent on him, so that looks really nice. Now as far as the fire and earth ones though, I'm still trying to figure out where they work best in the collection, so that's going to take some time. Well guys, I had a lot of fun today messing around with these Funko elements. Let me know what you guys think about these Funko Pop elements. Did you buy any of them? Which pops did you use them on, and what do you guys think about them overall? Again, if you want to purchase any of these that are available, check out the links down below. And if you did enjoy today's video, make sure to hit the like button. Again though, thank you so much for watching this video. Hit the subscription button if you want to see more. I do want to go ahead and end off the video here by saying a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested and want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon-only Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And finally, make sure you follow me on all my social medias at Skittlerampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page, so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.